this video, I wanted to take a deeper dive into Applied Materials, ticker AMT's report. This is their 2023 report, as their 2024 annual report is not released yet. I'm not necessarily as, interested in the numbers. I want to learn more about the business, what they offer, the sections and segments, and things like that. And I guess most importantly, the risks. This is like the third part in this video series, how we actually got to this company. Initially we scanned for stocks, then we compared the ones that we scanned, at least the ones that I thought were important. And now I'm diving a little bit deeper into this. So, again, I'm not like a professional investor. I'm not licensed or anything, but this is how I think I can find some decent quality companies, at least to, further invest in myself or, my portfolio and make it kind of fun as well. So just take this all with a grain of salt. However, I think the processes and things that I'm implementing at least make sense to me. So without further ado, let's go into the video. A lot of this video might just be reading this report, which is actually probably relaxing in a sense. So hopefully everybody enjoys. Okay, so Applied Materials, record revenue growth, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to be skimming a lot of leadership positions in key transistor wiring and heterogeneous integration technologies that are critical to our customers' roadmaps and sharing the future of the semiconductor industry. So again, in case you don't know what AMAT does, and just like a very surface level, like top-down view, they provide tooling, like measuring tooling services, such as measuring, like calibration, and other types of machine and services that semiconductor companies it's like NVIDIA. I don't know specifically if NVIDIA uses them, but let's say NVIDIA would be one of the companies that would outsource some of this services and tooling and such to a company like AMAT. Maybe tooling is the wrong word to use here, but it's like maybe they're measuring devices, calibration equipment, things like that, but specific to semiconductor industry. That time very closer to we announced our new product innovation and commercialization center in Silicon Valley, which would be the heart of the high-velocity innovation platform designed to accelerate development and commercialization of next-generation technologies. Blah, 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 blah. Across the company, we're in a great position to enable our customer success and profitability growth. Applied Materials is the next era of industry expanding technology. Our growth is the key for our growth thesis is four key components. First, we believe the semiconductors will outgrow GDP as the digital transformation of the global economy progresses. Okay. Let's zoom in a little bit, actually, make it easier. Maybe not, it's a little too zoomed. Second, we expect the market for wafer fab equipment to grow as fast or faster than the market for semiconductors. We expect the market for wafer fab equipment to grow faster than the market for why? I guess look into this literally just because the industry roadmap is becoming more complex and chip makers need to deploy more technology to move from one generation of the chip to the next. That actually makes sense in a way. This is because the industry roadmap is becoming more complex and chip makers need to develop more technology to move from one generation to the next. Third, we believe that Applied will outperform the wafer fab equipment market because the key technology inflections are enabled by materials engineering, where Applied has the broadest and most connected portfolio of solutions. And fourth, we believe we can grow our service business as fast or faster than our equipment business by providing customers with advanced service solutions that accelerate technology transfer from R&D to high-volume manufacturing, optimize device performance, yield, and cost in other fabs. Okay. In March, we signals our confidence in our growth thesis by increasing the quarterly dividend by 23%, our largest increase in 5 years, and supplementing our share buyback program with a new $10 billion repurchase authorization. So again, why I like this company real quick, they have like no debt, and they make good money, and the free cash flow returning to shareholders in the form of dividends, and again that share buyback I think is sustainable and important. I guess that they make some good money, and they don't need to use the free cash flow to pay off the debt because they have like no debt. Okay. Leadership in how chips are made. Semiconductors are more strategically important to the world than at any time in history. Everything that generates, transmits, stores, displays, or processes data requires chips, but the world doesn't need just more chips. It needs better chips that are faster, smarter, use less power, and are even more affordable. Semiconductor leadership is about where chips are made, and more importantly, how chips are made, the foundational technologies that define the next generation of semiconductors. In May, we convened with senior-level government officials with the global industry executives from semiconductor design, manufacturing, equipment companies, as well as academic leaders from top engineering universities to explore new collaboration opportunities. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Last 2 months, we launched exciting new products and secured customer wins in key technology areas, including gate, all-around transistors, backside power delivery, patterning, enhanced DRAM, high bandwidth memory, heterogeneous integration among innovative products. Okay. Collaborative pathway to net zero. I don't really care too much. Okay, let's keep going down. Here's their actual report to important business. And Delaware Corporation, a global company with a broad set of good capabilities in materials engineering. We provide manufacturing equipment, services, and software to the semiconductor display and related industries. With our diverse technology capabilities, we deliver products and services that improve device performance, power, yield, and cost. Our customers include manufacturers or semiconductor chips, liquid crystal or organic light-emitting diodes, displays, and other electronic devices. These customers may use what they manufacture in their own end products or sell the items to other companies for use in electronic products or fiscal year ends. Okay. We operate in and then they probably should have the report out soon. We operate in 3 reportable segments: semiconductor systems, applied global services, display, and adjacent markets. And a summary of financial information for each reportable segment, note 16. Okay, one thing I wanted to do too, just to make this a little more notebook. One thing I wanted to do, sure, we'll just use this one real quick. AMAT. I just want to pull some of this information. I'll go back and like edit this later. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and make that light look nice later. So what is this? No. So a global company, they provide manufacturing equipment, service, software to the semiconductor industry, basically. So semiconductor systems are semiconductor systems development, manufacturers, and sell a wide range of manufacturing equipment used to fabricate semiconductor chips. Also referred to integrated circuits, ICs, as semiconductor systems segments. Segment includes semiconductor capital equipment used for many steps of the chip manufacturing process, including the transfer of patterns into device structures, transistor and interconnect fabrication, metrology, inspection and review, and packaging technologies for connecting finished IC die. Okay, I think that's quite important. Oh, again, I'll go back and mess around with that a little bit. I've been wanting to make like a quick note. Pattern system technology address challenges resulting from shrinking pattern dimensions and growing complexity and vertical stacking found in today's most advanced semiconductor devices. Our transistor and interconnect products and technologies enable continued power and performance improvements of 3D transistors. Our metrology inspections and review systems imaging capabilities and algorithms employ optical and e-beam technologies and meet the most advanced demands, blah 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 blah, self-aligned, blah da 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 da. Our packaging technologies address challenges resulting in increasing our transistor capability. The ability to provide manufacturing equipment that helps improve power performance. Use mature technology and serves but in markets such as Internet things. Okay. Let me get a quick sip of my drink. Nice. What a great page. Semiconductor system technologies. Products. Wow. I haven't really seen this too much, but they just list everything and make it like kind of easy to read. Okay, so it's actually easy to read, but at least they list it. Epitaxy, technology for growing silicon with other elements as a uniform crystalline structure on a wafer to form high quality material for the device circuitry. It's used in device transistors to enhance chip speed. Is a technique. A technique for growing silicon. What is silicon elements as a unit? Okay, I somewhat understand this. Grow silicon. I mean, yeah, because you need it to. Silicon's obviously part of the chip, or a section of the chip. So this is a technique. So how is there? Let's see. Okay, so this is Centura Prime EPI. This maintains the core of the system operating. The new okay. Process for substrate formation. This is a lot more technical information than I think I can understand. Yeah. So what I need to know right now, is it just grows silicon. Ion implementation is a key technology for forming transistors and is used many times during chip fabrication. During ion implementation, wafers are bombarded by a beam of electrical charged ions called dopants, which can change the electrical properties of the exposed semiconductor material. So this is a technology for forming the transistors. Let's go check this out on their website, see what comes up. I kind of just wanted to see the products, but let's... Actually, can we just search that? How do we get here? Okay, that's pretty sweet. So, just in general, like, I'm obviously not embedded in this industry. There's a lot of these, like, I don't know if let's say this product is better than some other competitor's product. It's obviously important to understand that, what this company offers compared to other ones, but at the same time, like, that's just a lot of information in a growing industry. No, that it is important to understand the competitors, but it's just a lot. So I'm just trying to build up my knowledge a little bit, but I obviously understand I have limitations in my understanding. Oxidation, nitration, these systems provide critical oxidation steps like memory gate, oxide, shallow trench, and isolation of... Yeah, so, again, I don't know exactly what... I know it's obviously a part of the semiconductor process, but rapid thermal processing is used wafer annealing, which modifies the properties of deposited film Singer wafer systems that are used for growing high-quality oxide and oxynitride films. PVD deposition is used to deposit high-quality metal films. Applications include metal gate, silicas, contact linear barrier, interconnected copper barrier seed, and metal hard mask. Okay, let's kind of skim down this a little bit. Here, actually, probably something. It's actually selected processing uses specially designed co-designed chemicals. Specially co-designed chemicals and materials interactions to enable delicate and precise deposition and removal of target materials. Etching is used many times throughout the IC manufacturing process to selectively remove material from the surface of a wafer. We offer systems for etching dielectric metals. And okay, so this I got down. This I think we kind of got down. Metrology and inspection tools are used to locate, measure, and analyze defects and features on the wafer during various stages of the fabrication process. We enable customers to characterize and control critical dimensions, CT, and defect issues, especially at advanced generation technology. Okay. This is, I can only imagine the type of tooling these things are to be able to detect those, like, almost below microscopic, like, defects. And, like, be able to measure and analyze. That's pretty incredible. And again, as the chips get even smaller and more complex, these types of inspection methods and measuring tools need to increase as well. So I can at least understand the inspection aspect and the measuring. I think it's a little bit more easy for a normal person who isn't embedded within this industry. And yeah, I'm just kind of skimming these other things a little bit. It's too deep for me right now. The AGS, Applied Global Services segment, provides integrated solutions to optimize equipment and fab performance and productivity, including spares, upgrades, services, remanufactured earlier generation equipment, and factory automation software for semiconductor display and other products. Customers' demand for products and services is fulfilled through a global distribution system in more than 195 locations, and trained service engineers located in close proximity to customer sites to support over 52,000 installed applied semiconductor and display and other manufacturing systems worldwide. We offer the following general types of services and products under the HGS service segment. So this is kind of easier to understand too, at least in my opinion. They got, basically, this is their way to service their equipment. I guess it's a kind of an easy way to, or a maybe general way to just kind of get this. What am I trying to say here? This is how they're servicing their equipment, or at least how they're categorizing it. So, technology embedded services and cooperative service provider profiling combines service, technology, and tool-specific performance commitment in order to optimize customer factory productivity. Combines service, technology, and tool-specific performance commitments in order to optimize customer fab consulting experts using advanced analytical tools to solve production problems that have an increased impact on customer fab. Supply chain insurance programs, spare products, spare parts, product portfolio. Offers options to balance inventory costs, keep risk to efficiently meet fab requirements. Some fab equipment, these solutions lower cost, save energy, reduce environmental impact, and meet reporting regulations for greenhouse gas emissions. Legacy equipment upgrades comprehensive 200 millimeter equipment upgrade profiles to address full spectrum production needs and extend tool lifetime. So they have different services that either make or they provide services and maybe send people out to sites to try to make make the other company get the best use of their equipment and make it most cost efficient and I guess technically efficient, and ensure that the products that those companies are using are actually using them in I guess the best way. But I guess overall just they're providing that support for the other company based on the products and equipment that they're selling. I guess that kind of makes sense if I'm understanding this correctly. Scrolling down a bit, display in adjacent markets. Comprised of products and manufacturing, liquid crystal displays, LCDs, organic light emitting diodes, OLEDs. I don't actually never heard of it, or maybe I have, but I haven't fully digested what organic light emitting diodes and how that differs from just normal LEDs. And other display technologies for TVs, monitors, laptops, personal computers, electric tablets, blah 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 blah. All similarities exist between. Let me get back to the mouse. All similarities exist between the technologies utilized in semiconductor display fabrication. The most significant differences are in the size and composition of the substrate. Substrates used to manufacture display panels and other devices are typically glass, although newer flexible materials are entering the market. Display in adjacent markets. Segment growth depends primarily on customer demand for increasing large and more advanced TVs and high-resolution displays for mobile devices, as well as new factors including thin, light, curved, and flexible displays. And new applications such as augmented and virtual reality. Sorry if I didn't finish the sentence. In addition to display applications, the segments, technologies, CVD, manufacture solar energy. Okay, solar. So array test LCD display substrates are inspected at many stages of production to maximize yield, minimize scrape, optimize equipment utilization, and monitor manufacturing processes. At the completion of the array state, the performance of the millions of individual pixels of each display is tested. That's actually kind of cool. I always wondered how, I guess they make all those little pixels and whatever. But it's also, I never thought about that, they also had to obviously test it too. And so this array test, this electron beam array tester is, at least, let's go back to this, is something that a company or their company can use to, I don't understand their search website, but they can use to, what do you call it, ensure the products are good. What am I not understanding here? Oh, is that it? Electron beam array tester. No, it looks a little different. Yeah, it is probably in the same thing, but sure, let's click on it. That's a big boy. Just gotta see what we're looking at. Anyway, defect review. Defects are identified during inspection steps and reviewed by a scanning electron microscope and other analysis to determine defect root cause and composition. Okay. CVD, chemical vapor deposit. During CVD processing, gases containing atoms or molecules are introduced into the process chamber. The gases form reactive radicals or ions which undergo chemical reaction to form thin films on heated substrates. So I guess CVD processing. This is removing that, if I'm understanding correctly. So you wouldn't want these new things being added to your thing. Physical vapor deposition is used to deposit high-quality films of metal alloys, transparent conductors, and semiconductors. In display, these films are used for contact, interconnect, transparent electrodes, and transistor materials. Okay. I guess, okay, so just recapping, there are three business day segments. They have their semiconductor segment, which offers equipment and I guess a lot of, be like overlap, and I'm confused how they would categorize. Anyway, semiconductor. This from what I'm reading right now. They manufacture equipment. They sell the equipment. They then provide like services for the equipment to companies. They inspect, review, provide the metrology, or again the measuring of the equipment. Ensure it's all good and dandy. Their AGS, Applied Global Services, is more service-based, specifically service-based for their semiconductor display and products. So they're servicing the equipment. They're ensuring that the company that is using their equipment is, I guess, using their equipment to the best. The products that they are using are actually set for their, I guess, company's goal, or the product that the company has is being used to the best, like, efficiency, but also it just makes sense to use that product as opposed to some other ones. They provide consulting on the equipment and I guess all that, but again, I see overlap. I'm confused. And then down here we have display and adjacent markets. So this is, I would say, similar. No, are they providing? From my understanding here, they're not providing equipment to other manufacturers. They have the equipment. So people, or they can test these LCD displays, or these just displays in general. They can they can test them, but they can also inspect them deeper and actually, let's see, yeah, if they're determining root cause and all that's pretty deep. And not only are you detecting the defect, but you're going further and identifying issues, yeah, I guess the issues, but then also presenting solutions, because that root cause implies that. And then there are just some other ways of I guess, if they find defects, these are probably ways. Actually, maybe not. Hold on. No, I take that back. So, products for manufacturing. No, from my understanding, they can sell this. So, products for manufacturing. Personal computer. Well, similarities exist between technologies used as semiconductors, but no, okay. So these are just different from the semiconductor, I guess, section. Anyway, I don't think we need to harp too much on that, but so they got semiconductors, they got the equipment and services to provide semiconductor equipment. They have ways to service, and I guess, no, they have it. One of the things they offer is a way to service the equipment with their technical experts. Then they also have a display LED kind of section. Backlog, many list of orders, shipments recognized. Okay. It's actually, hold on, why is this so high up? Let's see, 20 backlog, corporate. So semiconductors had 11 billion. Backlog is not reasonably expected to be 30%. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I didn't think we'd spend so much time on that section, but that section was important. Okay. Manufacturing raw materials. Our worldwide manufacturing activities consist primarily of assembly, integration, and test of various proprietary and commercial products, parts, components, and sub-assemblies that are used in manufacturing systems. Supply chain, China, Israel, Japan, Korea. So, like, that area of the world. HR, we use qualified vendors, including practices. Okay. Although we make it reasonable for judges, but cost is not always possible. Okay. Long-term strategy continues to be just good. Or indeed, turn products, technology, internal man. Okay. Sure. Intel. This is actually, that's a nice data point. 2023, they had like below 10%. Intel. So, let's read this section first because I highlight technology products. We market inside products roll out almost entirely through direct sales force. We have operations in many countries, some business activities in areas. Barely customer in products, checking market conditions, the market demands on device. The following companies account for at least 10% of our net sales each fiscal year. So, Samsung is somewhere between 15 and 20, or sorry, I guess it's Samsung and TSM, Taiwan Semiconductor, are massive parts of this company. That should be understood by, or if someone wanted to invest in this, because if something happens at TSM or something happens at Samsung, like again, it may be unlikely, but let's say Samsung goes out of business tomorrow. Well, just assuming, if Samsung maybe would represent 15% in 2024 or 2025, 15% of AMAT's, total sales. That significantly impacts the profitability and, I guess, reach of this company. So that's something to keep in mind. Now, I'm thinking, just NVIDIA, AMD, Samsung, Taiwan Semi, maybe Micron, who else? Intel. There's like one or two more, but these are all potential companies, very large companies that could, use AMAT as like a source of equipment or to work with them in that business. It's obviously it could be a lot smaller companies too working with them, but typically, they're going to be a smaller percentage of the revenue. So just got to keep in mind who this company, who would be buying from this company, who would be consistently be recurring customers, and I guess more like partner with AMAT, and how are they looking? How is the health of those companies also? Like the example that's coming to mind is I'm thinking is it like Big Lots and was it Big Sporting Goods, something like that, Big BGIF, BGV, something like that. They man, they're going bankrupt, and if company, yeah, actually this is probably a dumb example, but it's gotta be careful, if this was 20-30% of the of this company's sales, probably should look a little bit into TSM and Samsung and just see, how are they doing. We didn't get very far in this report, but I think we learned a pretty good amount. I think it's quite important to really understand these business segments and what this company actually offers. So I might be doing a little bit more digging into this. Not exactly sure how. Hopefully, as we get a little bit more down the report, we'll see some more stuff. But I did a lot of reading and talking out loud. Reading is a little bit much, but I think I learned a little bit, but definitely not enough. So I may do another video. I might just do this in my free time, though, just to speed up the process a little bit. But yeah, I want to take some notes here and there. I've been wanting to get a Google Sheet going, or not Google Sheet. What do you call this? A Word doc going, a OneNote. I think it'd be kind of cool. Anyway, take care, everybody. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for some more videos.